Hey y'all, what's going on, family and friends, loved ones, everyone's. Welcome back, y'all. We are back again for another episode review of SWV Xscape, Queens of R&B. This is season 1, episode 6, y'all. This is the season finale, okay? It was good. It was a little bit of a hot mess. I'm not even gonna lie about that, but it all turned out to work out in the end. Hey, y'all, hey. It's your auntie. Y'all see the hair, okay? The hair is giving today, okay? I got my earphones in here somewhere. If y'all can see them, yeah, there's one. The other one's up in here somewhere, child. So if you see me turn this camera off, that's or whatever, I got my fan on. And I got my other little fan right here because the hair is hot. Okay. Hopefully everybody has had a very good Monday. Okay. Shout out to the folks that's in the building already. What's going on, Mizzle? Mizzle gonna join us in the chat tonight. Okay. Mizzle said he has not watched the episode just yet, so he is here to kiki with us, and he is here to give us his opinions. Okay. He's not going to be going live tonight, but Mizzle, let us know when you're going to be going live again, because I'm sure you're going to be doing maybe talking about this or whatnot, but just let us know. Okay. Y'all do me a favor as you come in the building, make sure you are liking us. Okay. Give us a thumbs up. Okay. I need to turn into more of a like whore. Okay. Steady asking people to give me likes. That would be greatly appreciated. Okay. I ain't got no titties to bounce for y'all, my doggone self, but I do got Miss Wet for y'all.
Miss Wet, never thirsty because I stay wet. Yes.
Period. Okay. So again, make sure that you go ahead and give us a thumbs up as you come in. Okay. Olivia Pilling, I just found you up late in UK watching your catfish reviews. You so funny. Love you, auntie. Well, sure appreciate you, Olivia, girl. Make sure you keep on coming through and supporting your girl. Okay. Wasn't that last episode of Catfish a hot ass mess? Okay. What did a hot ass mess? Y'all seen Friday, right? Okay. What did you think about Mr. Parker hopping his ass on up out the car? Like he really didn't know what the hell was going on. All that Tyler Perry acting just had me. I was not here for all the Tyler Perry acting at all. Okay. They could have kept that. What's going on, Nicole, girl? Hopefully Catfish kind of keeps up with this, because it used to be good back in the day. Catfish used to be so good back in the day, and then it would kind of dip here and there. I ain't gonna lie, it would dip here and there, but then it would kind of get back on a good streak. So hopefully it kind of stays on this momentum that it's on, and we keep with the good episodes. Okay. It was the Dave episode I watched. Okay. Well, go back and watch. If you have not watched the latest episode of Catfish, watch that. But even if you didn't, watch my Watch my review that I did for it, okay? That episode was it was a trip. Like the Tyler Perry acting again, it was just not doing it for me. I could see straight through that. Everybody could see it was straight through that. Like, Jaquan, your acting skills were not good at all. I've been to say UK catfish is so boring compared to the US. Because I don't think I, I hate this. I hate to say this about Americans, but I'm American. I'm gonna say this. I think people in the UK have a little bit more class than folks in the US. I ain't saying it against us. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're gonna do much of the ratchet raw shit that they gonna do here in States. I'm just saying. I haven't been watching old catfish reviews. I never watched the show, but geez, when I tell you, it's 2023 and people are still out here getting catfished. Like, what the fuck? You can video chat through IG. You can video chat through dude. Yeah, when I tell you, bugaboo. Okay, let me stop. But you can you can video chat pretty much through anything. There's no rhyme or reason why you cannot be out here. When I tell you that's the quickest way to get your ass blocked for me is to keep on blowing up my motherfucking phone. If you see this chill, obviously I'm busy. I'm saying, but yeah, what was you saying? Let me get back to the subject at hand. I can't believe these people are still out here getting catfish. Yes, I will do a live Friday or Saturday if I don't plan to pre-record videos. Have plenty of shows to watch to catch. I know you do. Burner phones have everybody. You can video chat through IG, Facebook. Hell, I think you can even do it through Twitter. You can do it through Snapchat. You can do it through Google Duo. Like, there's too many ways for you to be able to verify who a person actually is, for people to go on for months at a time, even some people for years getting catfish. That just don't make no damn sense to me. Yes, UK catfish was born, put me to sleep. Again, nothing against my US people, but I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. But look here, y'all. We are here for the review of SWV Xscape, Queens of R&B, y'all. This was finally the season finale. Thank God. Thank God. I think this episode, this show was a bad idea for them. It as far as their streams go, people are going to start streaming their music now and things like that more, I think, but I just don't think this was a good idea. Not for Xscape. Tracy, what you think? And what you sipping on, Tracy? I got my little sangria right here.
I can't believe that you thought that this was a bad idea.
Yes, I thought it was a very bad idea. I thought it was a very bad idea because it didn't end up the way. Had the egos not played such a big part in it, and also I think had the producers not made but the producers are gonna do what they do, you know what I'm saying? So they're gonna create the drama. But I just feel like it could have been better had it just didn't have to be like this. And I feel bad for Xscape, especially Natasha. Girl.
See, I don't feel like that at all.
You thought this was a good idea?
I thought this was phenomenal.
In what way? Break it down to me.
Girl, number one, listen, right? So when it comes to LaToxic and Tasha, right?
LaToxic, I love it.
LaToxic and Tasha, right? If you think about it, Tasha has been in under her sister's thumb her whole life, been doing whatever her sister wanted.
True.
Went against the group for her sister, and she's finally coming into her own. And she's now stepping into her own and no longer allowing her sister to tell her what to do, to make her, like she's a 40-plus-year-old woman and grandmother now, and she is no longer letting her sister run her life, steal her money, make her look crazy, call her a liar. Like,
I get that.
This is the all the time we thought Candy was the one who broke up the group, and we also thought that she was a crazy liar who didn't have it all right. So
I will say I never thought Candy was a crazy liar.
Oh no,
I always thought that she was just I thought she was just always cocky as hell. But now I see it was just honestly, it was just her path. it was, can't nobody be mad at Candy because everything fell into place for her the way it was supposed to fall into place for her. She didn't go out seeking certain deals or certain shit. Like, shit came her way, and she's an entrepreneur. She's a hustler like that. And I just thought, before even seeing her on the Housewives, I mean, I seen her, but I didn't see this other side of her. You know what I mean? For me, it was. And it made me look at Candy a lot different, just like it made me look at Tasha a lot different. Like, I didn't feel no way, one way or the other about the Tasha, to be honest with you, because Tiny has always been my favorite one out of the entire group. And Tiny ain't never changed. But Tasha, girl, it's your husband making you clarify the open marriage shit for me.
Girl, you didn't know that an open marriage just meant y'all had open communication? You didn't know that?
I wish a motherfucker would, girl.
Girl, you learned so much in 2023. An open marriage is open communication. I was like, oh, is that what that means to you? Because that's not what
Exactly,
it means
Nicole.
to the rest of us. But no, so for me, right, I feel like it gave Tamika the chance to step out from her sister's
True. Hey,
right?
Tiffany Boo.
Where her sister was
Mm-hmm.
always telling her what to do. She always went with what her sister wanted. And then Tasha was just like, oh, she's crazy. Oh, she's this. And it made it, and because we didn't get to ever see the backstory of it, we didn't know what it was. We just knew, like, we just heard the rumblings of them falling out or things happening. But we
Mm-hmm.
never really knew
The whole
and
backstory
the
to it,
whole
yeah.
backstory, right? So now when the backstory comes out, it's like, wait, you stole my 30K. And they're like, I didn't steal anything. And then it's like, oh, but your husband got side deals and is taking extra money and he says you know about it. It's the things that, like, it clarifies, it verifies, and it's like, okay, the toxic person or couple was these two. And for
Mm-hmm.
all these years, we thought, because Tamika did, like, lie on Candy, and and we was like, oh, okay. And so her sister was like, oh, you can't believe nothing she says because she's a liar. You can't believe anything she says because she's crazy. And then when you see it and you're like, oh no, I could see how as a little sister you would protect your big sister. You would,
Exactly. What's going on,
so
Joseph?
now it just seems different. So it gave me the clarity in the group that I didn't have before. But for me, for SWV, I watched them when they was with Salt and Pepper. So I was like, for y'all, I have a different viewing of them because I'm like, but y'all did this exact same thing
What's
with
with
Salt and
them?
Pepper.
Yeah.
So is it as much to say that Candy and their group, that they caused the rift between that? Because, well, your rift with Salt and Pepper had nothing to do with that, and it was because of y'all and everything else. So it was like, okay, y'all haven't changed, but now seeing the dynamic, I want them to have a season 2. I really do, and I want them to have a season 2 because I feel like if La Toxic isn't there because she's working on her gospel album, right?
Her
And then
gospel bop. Girl bop. Ain't nobody gonna buy shit.
girl, girl, you didn't see it charted. It's number 24 in the top 10.
Girl.
They only have a top 10 for gospel. They don't have a top 100. They only have a top 10. She number 24. Now, mind you, I'm not gonna tell you that the record that came before her is like 6 years old. I mean, it's older
I was
albums.
gonna say, who before that? Kirk Franklin's Melodies from Heaven.
Listen, hey,
Girl, we not finna.
she number 24 out of 10.
No.
Yeah, you heard me. 24 out of 10. If they only do the top 10, she number 24.
That
So
ain't, you don't even get a participation ribbon for that shit. You don't get no participation ribbon for 24. Did anyone even buy that? No. I listened to on her IG. I did go and search her because when I seen it came out on Good Friday, I was like, I just want to hear some snippets of it and see what it sounds like. So if you go to her IG, she has a little snippet of each song on her IG page. So you can hear a little bit of each one. Again, I'm listening to it with a little bit of disdain. So I can't really be like, yeah, that's good. Cause right now she rubbed me the wrong goddamn way. So I'm only so invested in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm already coming at you, looking at you sideways. You singing about, you up here singing about God after you and your husband get up here and do all this damn sinning. Mikey, that's my boo right there, baby. That's my boo right there, Mikey Magic. Y'all know I did a video with Mikey. Catching up with a catfish. We did that, and he got a makeup
I got his
line.
lip
Okay.
gloss. I mean,
Yeah,
his
okay.
lipstick.
Tracy showed did. Tracy bought some product for you, Mikey. That's my boo right there. Okay. So if y'all do not know what his IG is, matter of fact, Mikey, if you can, drop your IG, drop your TikTok and your YouTube channel down in the chat so they can go and follow you and support. Okay, bam, period,
How
all
dare you not
day.
tell him? How dare you not tell him to go support the Toxic album?
No,
That's so rude.
we not finna support the Toxic album. We finna support my boo Mikey right now. Okay, period. Like Coco said, period. Okay.
Lat-
But
Toxic got a beautiful voice though.
girl, bump that shit. Let's get into it because we've been up here kikiing already. Okay, look. So basically, the episode picks up where it left off. Okay. Let's see. Is it up there on the screen already? Let me pull this off. Bam, bam, bam. Mizzle say, I'm not listening to that shit. The songs will be collecting ghosts and dust from here on out. Period. Okay. There go Mikey. Y'all can look up his info anywhere and everywhere. Okay. Make sure to drop down in the comments and all that and let him know that we sent you. Okay. Period. All right. Look. So the episode starts off where it left off last time. Okay, Latasha is sitting up here looking dumb in the face like she don't know what the hell this is that's being presented to her. Okay, your husband is sitting up here getting kickbacks. Okay, they got a whole ass text message thread. They done printed out copies for you like they doing a whole ass goddamn school presentation, printed it out with bullet points and shit, letting you know this is your husband's number. Okay, and it says on here, I just need you to lock in the other girls. I've already showed her that you've already sent me 20K. If I lock in the other 4 girls, you know, all the girls, you shoot me the other 10, whoop de whoop, blah, 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 blah. Tamika is really sitting there looking stupid, like, okay, so y'all just gonna believe this text message? Yeah, if it's a text message with your goddamn husband number on it, yes. And like Candy was even saying on her speak on and all that, there were specifics in that text message that only the promoter knew about. So Rocky, I don't know why you was sitting up here pussy popping and backpedaling this whole goddamn time, act like you know what the hell was going on. I mean him and Tasha, because of course Tasha ends up calling him, putting him on speakerphone. And he's like, look, you ain't got to speak for me. I ain't did nothing from nobody because any money that was given to me is money that was owed to me. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't have to get no kickback because I ain't no hustler. That's what hustlers do. Then you got Tasha trying to chime in, looking just as crazy. And it's like, can I also say, really thinking that she's helping him, but really you just stupid. You just make the situation worse. She was like, and really also, can I say, anytime we've bought a deal to the table, we may have gotten extra from that, or we felt like we should get extra from that because that was the deal that we bought to the table. So basically, you just validated what they said, girl. You just validated what they said. And then his dumb ass gonna come behind and say, no, but what I'm saying is, if they get the money to me, I ain't stealing no money. I'm like, nigga, do you know how stupid you sound? Do you know how fucking stupid you sound?
And it made perfect sense to me. It didn't sound stupid at all. It made perfect sense to me. Y'all thieves. Like y'all steal.
Thank you. You think you in a court of law somewhere, sir? You ain't got the just the facts, sir. Just the facts. You got that damn money transferred to your account. They were showing you wire transfers with your name on it, dumbass. And what he says later on when him and Latasha sitting down having breakfast, this idiot, after he sat up there and said, "I don't do that. I don't know nothing about that. I get the kickback, but I ain't never got no kickback." Then gonna back down and say, I wouldn't even know how to do no like stealing nothing. Yeah, I mean, you know, Unless you gonna get somebody, you'd have to have forge their signature and their social security number. That's what you did, Rocky. You don't realize you telling on yourself, nigga. You as dumb as the niggas that rap about the shit they do in their lyrics. You just really told on yourself. Tracy, what's your thoughts on what is Tamika call him? Edward Stealing Hands?
Yeah. Listen, La Toxic and her thieving boo. I mean, when I heard it, I was like, you know what? This sounds like that TK interview where you thought you was smart, but you real stupid. But you thought you was smart and you had did something, but you didn't really do nothing, but prove the fact that y'all steal. And when
Nicole telling on
Candy
herself the whole
said
time.
on her speak on it that that's not how that works, they don't get it. They don't get percentages for
No,
doing the thing. She was like, when she gets
no.
things saying like, oh, can you get them to come speak here? Downline will get them. They forward it over to their management group or their agent to get the bookings done. But it was like, that's not how that works. So I was like, that might be how that works for you and her. So
Mm-hmm.
you admitted to it, she admitted to it, which tells me that anything that was booked because those two brought it to the table that they got extra money from
Yeah.
between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Like you're just idiots. You really
that
just
would be
told on yourself
listen, he would be inmate 712463636,
on
baby.
Block CB4
And she act crazy. She gonna have matching numbers right next to him.
right next to his ass. Okay,
I
it's just, and again, they steady trying to tell her like this is what's presented to you. Like she's like, so y'all trying to say that I did something, and to me, Candy's like, no, this is Rocky. We're saying that Rocky does. So y'all trying to say I did it, and Candy's like, no, your husband did it. She's like, but I didn't do anything. But y'all are one,
listen,
so it don't matter.
listen. I will say this, right? At the beginning of the season, I was like, maybe it is Rocky just playing on her head top because, fine, whatever. He was the business, like he was the manager for them. So maybe he kept the management piece separate and their relationship set. And so this is what I thought when the season started, right? I was like, maybe because he was their manager at one point, he kept the management things separate and their personal life separate. So she didn't realize that he was doing these things, right? Because that he kept business, business, and personal, personal. But as the season went on, I was like, no, nah, he didn't do none of that. She knew. She was right there with it. She was with the shits. She was right there with him, adding into the bull and giving her 2 cents and playing into it to make sure things happen. And I was like, oh wow. Yeah, no, it wasn't just, you
Oh yeah, she
were.
knew she knew everything that was done.
Oh yeah.
Now, I will say maybe there were some other things that he didn't know about. Like say for example, even if she really was unaware about this side deal that he was getting, when that was presented to you, you could have at least been like, but then again, I get it. You're gonna stick up for your man right then and there. You're not gonna like let him be called out and sit up there and agree with everybody right there in his face. You're gonna have his back right then and there. But still at the same time, I'd at least be like, look here, we're gonna have to talk about this. I'll talk about my husband when I get home, like, cause this is something I was not aware of. I appreciate y'all bringing this to me, but I'm gonna have to go home and talk to my man about that. Then go home and contrive a plan or something. But for you to flat out deny it, and it's right there in your face, girl.
Did you watch Candy speak on it with Tiny?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay. In that speak on it, when Tiny said like where Candy was completely gone, we were only splitting the
Mm-hmm.
money 3 ways.
Yes.
They don't like each other. She's never liked
Nope.
Candy. And
Nope.
she was like, I was so confused on why she kept trying to bring Candy back into the fold because they never liked each other.
And
I
Candy
was like,
even said now she sees why.
yeah,
It's like, girl, it don't get no more clear as day. You knew what was going
yep.
on, Tasha.
So when it's stuff like that, I'm like, there's no way you couldn't have known because if you don't listen, you know how you got that coworker at work that you really don't like? But you're
Yes.
like, but then you're like, okay, well, if we do this project together, we can get this extra Christmas bonus. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and get you so we can do this.
You act like
We
I
can
like
do
your
this
bitch
thing.
ass.
So we can get this good Christmas bonus. Let me go ahead and just do this. That's what it felt. That's what it felt like to me. It was like, I don't really like you, but I know there's something else in it for me, and that is why I'm bringing you in, because it didn't make sense to say we get more money when it's just three of us. Why are you making it now four of us so we get less money? Because she's not getting less money. She's getting more money
And more
because of
money.
the
And then
kickback.
thank you. And even Tiny said, Tiny, who's like this with Candy, and she even said on the speaker, no, no offense to you, Candy, but we on there, like we get more money than we ever got before. And like Candy was even saying, yeah, because you ain't got to split it 4 ways. You splitting it 3 ways. Yeah, she was getting that extra money. She knew what the hell she was doing. Girl, stop it. So finally, she just gets up and she walks out. She was like, I'm cool on this, y'all. I'm just cool on this. Gets out and calls the 5th member, Miss Gloria, gets on the phone with her, and they're going to be like, everybody's worried about making money. My family's over here falling apart, and everybody's worried about making money. Well, who? Who are you talking about? The promoter who sent the text message? Are you talking about your husband? Because it's not the girls talking about making money. They're trying to resolve an issue about the money. So which one is it?
Can I ask a stupid question?
Girl,
When she said,
no such thing.
when she said that, I didn't understand. I was like, how is your family falling apart? I was like, because you and Rocky about to keep doing the same thing y'all been doing. How is your family falling apart? Your mama's still about to go over there and rock out with y'all. Your family, your group might be falling apart,
She
but
is
your
just
family is fine.
deflecting. She's deflecting so much, and it's irritating the shit out of me. I just want somebody to just get and just shrink the shit out of real quick, just to get her to realize, like, girl, you are the problem. And it's not even you, it's your husband that's the problem. So you guilty by association. He the one that's fucking up the bag for every damn body. And child, this gospel bop ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm sorry, it's not gonna go where you think it's gonna go. So later on, all the ladies are packing, they getting prepared to go on the road. Tasha's on the phone talking to, I forgot who it was she was talking to, but of course, Lily says she don't want to do what the TSA pre-check or whatnot. Her son is helping her get ready. Taj is on the phone with her son. I like the cute little relationship her and her son got together. That's so cute. Tasha and Scoop Ball in a goddamn car, and Tasha talking about she doesn't like the negativity. I don't like drama. She keeps saying, I'm just ready to be free and be free of the drama. What drama, girl? You creating the drama. It's you.
No, I mean, it's only drama because other people are holding her accountable for her actions. So
That's
yes,
it.
drama. It's drama. Like, how dare you
Because
hold
they
me accountable
calling you
for my
out on your
actions?
shit.
How dare you?
My
How
bad,
dare
y'all. The wine kicking in.
Let me be
This my
toxic in
second one.
peace. Look, let me be toxic in peace. How dare you?
I don't like that. I don't like that. She say, preach, Mizzle. Tasha is the drama. She is the problem, but she don't see that. And I don't like how she's trying to have this Beyonce, Diana Ross persona about this grandioseness about her. I don't like that.
It don't bother me. Because to me, it seems like this is who she's always been.
Yeah, and it's just coming out. I don't
And
like it.
and everybody is now seeing it. Um, yeah. So I mean, if not to be funny, but I will say this. Coco can have that feeling, right? If it's SWV, Coco can have that feeling. You know why? Because if Coco decides she don't want to sing no more, SWV is done. Like, it's over.
Yes,
It's over.
that's
So
yes. So
Coco can be the Diana Ross, and they just, because let's be clear, Coco is the Diana Ross, and they are the Supreme.
yes, yes. But even
Period.
Coco, I mean, maybe Coco was back like that, maybe back in the day, like how Taj said, but she's not like that now. And it's like, girl, you ain't even saw one of your gospel bop singles yet, and you already out here with a whole ass entourage. Girl, we finna get into that in a minute.
She's spending Tasha money, so it ain't her money. She don't care. She don't care. She's not spending her own money.
Ooh, she paying their salary off of Tasha $30K. She wrong for that.
What? And them kickbacks
For
they
one
was
night.
getting.
For one night, a whole ass entourage for one night. Girl, bye. Get out my face with the dumbness. With the dumbness. So Tiny is talking with Zanique, and Tiny was saying that, they came to the agreement on, SWV is going to let Xscape sing Understanding at the end, and SWV is going to go, sing Weak, before them. They're going to let them close out the show. But of course, like Candy said in her speak on it, that the producers of the show or whatnot had already told them that they would be singing Understanding at the end, and they would be, Week would be coming before them. So they had already had that established. So when they got into this little meeting or whatnot, they made it seem like SWV was like, here, guys, we're going to go ahead and let you have this. So it's not a big deal. We don't want to do any arguing. But like Candy said, first of all, Candy said Candy and Don Juan and even Taj said the editing was horrible on this episode, especially the editing was really, really bad. So it made it seem like I said, SWV just let them have their way, when really, which they end up getting their way anyway. But like they said, they the headliner, bitch. They the headliner. They gonna do what they do. Anything all right. Okay. So they in a sprinter. Everybody's on their way to the hotel, right? Now, Xscape is talking about how Tasha has her own house. She's rented a whole ass Airbnb. Okay. She's not staying in the hotel with the rest of the girls of the group, right? She, Tamika also said that she hasn't had a chance to talk to her just yet, and she doesn't want to talk to her just yet because she doesn't want anything to like ruin the show or for her to just quit and not want to do the show altogether. And Tiny is basically like, yeah, let's just, let's just wait on that because I don't want them to fuck up my bag either. What she needed all that people for, I didn't understand that. And it was just one night. That's what I said. She wanted to be a dream girl so bad. She wanted to be a dream girl. Oh, all right then, girl.
Listen. I will say this. You gotta fake it till you make it sometime. You might be on national TV. I guess you need the people to see all the peoples. I'm just waiting for the video that the videographer was doing. Like, I need the video. Where's the video?
And when she said the videographer, I'm not gonna lie, me with my messy ass, I went to IG and was like, okay, well, I know she got a fire ass reel out here something. I know she got some lit ass stories from the videographer. She ain't got shit on there. I was like, well, what was the videographer doing, baby? Maybe she gonna sell that separate. We gonna see that when it come out.
I don't know. All I know is I'm sitting there interested. I was like, I'm just saying, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I ain't one to judge. I mean, if you got it, well, I mean, if your sister money's still available for you to spend it, I guess you got to do what you got to do with the money you done stole.
Another thing I don't like Tasha keep on doing, she keep bringing up the fact that Tamika had lied in that interview saying that Candy slept with So-So, the whole So-So death, this and the other. She was like, well, I don't know why my sister is doing this and why she's saying the things she's saying, because we already know she's known to be a liar. Bitch, she lied for you. Mm-hmm. She was trying to have your back. She lied for you, and you leaving that whole last goddamn part out. Yes, she lied, but she lied trying to have your back. She wanted to make them look bad to lift you up. You left that part out.
Yeah, because I don't go with the story. Like,
I don't. Yeah, that don't go with the narrative. I don't goddamn like that. Oh, I do not like that. Exactly, because she lied for her. She didn't have to. She discredited herself for her sister. Okay. What did she say? Tasha had Tamika was even saying, she got fired from Tyler Perry Studios, from the, the plays, basically being there for her goddamn sister. She got fired from that. Lied and said she had to go to court for a ticket just to go and do a goddamn show for Xscape, to be there for her goddamn sister, because her sister called her and begged her to be there. And another thing Tasha keeps on fucking saying, I just want my sister back. The one that I said, no, we're going to do this together. She keeps throwing that. She wants to throw that in her face subliminally. Like, I was there. Had it not been me sticking up and saying either you're going to take both of us or it's going to be none, you wouldn't have a career. That's what she wants to goddamn say to her. I feel like she wants to say that because why else would you keep saying, I just want my sister back? The one that I said, it's going to be both of us. Either you're going to have both of us or you're not going to have me. Why do you have to keep saying that? Why can't you just say, I want the relationship back with my sister that I had? Why does that have to be something significant that you keep bringing up?
Well, that's easy. Because she just wants a flunky. She sister or not, she wants a flunky. Let's be clear. She wants a do girl. Because her sister used to be her do girl. Her sister literally would just do whatever it was for her. And that's what she wants them to go back to. I bet you if she would go back to not questioning her and not pushing things and just letting her have her way, they would have a great sisterly relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Again. So I don't think I think the problem is she wants a do girl, which she's not gonna get because she is a 40-plus-year-old grandmama. She is not about to be your flunky no more. Girl, go to hell.
She done did that for too many years, and now she sees where it's gotten her. Girl, you could have been on Tyler Perry Screams, bitch. You could have been in the movies, but you fucked all that up. All that up. Mizzle say, I agree, Tracy. Yeah, she wants a fall guy. Somebody else, she call her a do girl. Like she in prison, bitch, not the do girl.
Yes, a do girl.
Not 60 days in, like
remember on her live, she was like, "Oh, she did something for her sister that could have ended her up in jail."
Yes,
well, clearly she wants a do girl. I know what it is. She wants a do girl. I know because Rocky looked like a bust down. So I'm getting. She wants a do girl. I mean,
Rocky big scoop ball head ass, and part 3 of Surviving R. Kelly. Speaking of which, y'all make sure to look down in the description box right now. Join my Patreon, okay? Because our podcast, Real Talk Podcast, that's where we're gonna have our uncensored, all that, get into some good deep shit over there on our Real Talk Podcast. Again, you can join the Patreon, $5 a month. It's all uncensored shit. You'll be able to get some more behind the scenes stuff of what I do on my channel. I'm going to put my personal vlogs on there, all of that. So again, look down in the description box, Patreon. And I think that's what we're going to talk about, the R. Kelly thing, because I want to really be able to talk about it good and not have to be censored by YouTube. Because I do want to talk about that. And for Rocky have worked for R. Kelly as long as he did, I know his ass got to be involved with something. Because side note, you see, when the mistress had spoke with Tasha K, the mistress didn't really want to get into anything specifically, but she did say, he was like, how you think, I got out of certain situations that I was in. The mistress didn't want to say specifically. I think they got something to do with goddamn R. Kelly, because he gives R. Kelly tease. If you just listen to how they say he was, like R. Kelly had this entourage of people that did shit for him, and he was real controlling and shit. Rocky gives me Robert Kelly tease. What's your thoughts on that, Tracy?
Well, he was his manager during the time. So I don't, how can I say this? I don't think he gives me Robert tease. Let me tell you what I think it is, right? Remember how we was like, how did he get away with this for so long? This don't make sense. This Joker can't read or write. This don't make no sense. How is this happening?
Working for him.
Exactly. So I think the problem is Rocky got the playbook. Rocky got that I'ma blackmail you book. Rocky got that I know you was here for this, for that. Like he gives me that. Remember on Empire when Thirsty was the lawyer? He gives me Thirsty. Yes. He gives me that, like, I'm sleazy, I'm underhanded. I'm a double talk you. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna keep the tape with you with the little girl to the side. So in a clutch, when I need some pocket money, I can be like, just hit play. See that right there? I got the copy. So just go ahead and give me, like, he gives me that, right? So I don't think he was like messing with underage, but it gives me very much so he was, like, oh no, I ain't doing that. Like, that's too much. But yeah, I blackmail all of you.
Yes. I think and just like Mizzle says, Rocky was praising Tasha K for not bringing him in the midst of all that R. Kelly shit. I don't think we was really paying attention to you that much like that. now that we've got a part 3 and we know everything that happened in the court documents, bruh, you better hope don't some shit come back up on your ass later, because I don't think they done with Aura. I don't think they done with Mr. Kelly. I'm just saying, but yeah, y'all go and join my Patreon, because we're going to talk about that Surviving R. Kelly part 3. And like I said, we're going to get into some real deal shit, but we ain't got to be uncensored on damn YouTube. But where was we at? They all in the sprint. Like I said, Tasha got her own goddamn Airbnb with her whole damn entourage there. She said she got a chef, a stylist. What else she got? A chef, a stylist, a goddamn
her makeup artist.
Don't
get her good old videographer. Because I need to see these videos.
I'm saying IG still ain't got the reels, bitch. When y'all get the reel, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and tag me in it so I can see what the hell he was doing. Tasha's almost like them girls in the Surviving R. Kelly show, just blindly following. Yes. That's why I say it's giving R. Kelly tease. That's all I'm saying. Like how this woman is just blindly following him, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
the assistant had an assistant to the assistant that was his assistant when he assisted him. All of these niggas in there for no damn reason.
Listen, I agree. She gives me Stockholm syndrome. I do. I mean, I agree to that. She definitely does.
Yeah, she
definitely does give Stockholm syndrome. Like,
it's giving. It's giving Surviving Rocky Bivens, okay? So like I said, everybody get ready. Tosh's stomach is hurt. She got them bubblies. I feel you, girl. So she's eating on a little bit of Tums, trying to get her little stomach together or whatnot. So and of course Tamika is getting some chicken and waffles. That is on my list, baby. When I get to Atlanta, I need me some good ass chicken and waffles, okay? When your auntie come to Atlanta, I'm gonna need y'all to open the doors and welcome me in with some goddamn chicken and waffles, okay? Now, Tasha's having breakfast, like I said, with Scoop Ball. He says that with all the lying and the betrayal that's been going on, that he ain't got time for this. Nigga, who asked you what you got time for? You don't even go to school here. How you gonna hate outside the club and you can't even get in? You don't go here. What you mean you ain't got time for it? Then stop doing shady shit, sir. And you ain't got to worry about what the hell you ain't got time for. He pissed me off with that. And then on top of that again, production is asking him, so this whole thing with the 30K, you for real? Swear to God, right hand on the goddamn Bible that you don't know nothing about it. He was like, but shit, I said, I don't even like really you know what I'm saying? Like you would need to have you forge their signature and have their social security number to do that. I just want to reach in my screen and just pop his ass in the mouth, say, nigga, you stupid.
No, I mean,
you're just stupid.
I mean,
and they can't never testify in goddamn court for me, bitch, because we going to jail. The way you set up there, pussy-footed, pussy popping, backpedaled all through what that production. Nah, man, we going to jail. Fuck with that nigga, man. He just basically told on himself.
I mean, he did. He did. Because when you looked at the receipts and you seen her signature and his signature, I mean, you know what I also realized? I realized it's 2023 and a lot of people don't know what an endorsed check looked like. Because a lot of people didn't have, checks and stuff back then. So everybody was like, why did everybody sign the back? This is a lie. They faked this. They didn't see the front of the check. I was like, you didn't do nothing with the front of the check.
You know what?
I didn't with the front of the check.
I didn't want to say nothing about that because bitch, they're showing my fucking age. But when I heard that too, I was like, bitch, all you gotta do sign the back that it's your name. Somebody else sign. That's what the hell endorsing the damn check is. Girl, you goddamn millennials don't know shit.
I promise you, when they said that, I was like, oh Lord. I was like,
this ain't no cash app, bitch. It's a real live check. Shit.
Well, Whitney said the children are our future. I'm scared because baby, I was like, how did y'all think you endorse a check? The person signs it, and then the person who owns the bank account signs it there, and then they give it to the top. And then, oh, okay.
How have you niggas got child support checks when you was growing up? Dad and them sent the check. Come on now. I
I
mean,
hollered when people
these
said that.
children ain't our
But
fucking
when this
future.
joker said, "Oh, guess what? You," I was to forge a signature, and I was like, "But didn't they just tell us about how he was a manager at one point in time?" And then all of them was in this group together where all of the saved documents was because the manager would have to book them shows and travel. So the manager would have a copy of their ID and passports and socials because he was the manager. Like,
Nigga, you
but you
stupid.
still talking.
You
Huggy.
stupid. Again, he's as dumb as these niggas rapping and they lyrics about what they do. You just telling on yourself, Scoop Ball. Shut up. Just shut the hell up. So y'all, it's the day before the show. It's like it's supposed to be like a full dress rehearsal. Okay, SWV is there. They on point doing they 1-2 bop 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 bop. You know, trying to do the rehearsal. Xscape is waiting to go on so they can do they whoop whoop bop bop. They were supposed to just been practicing going through the transitions of the songs, right? Because you know they're supposed to be going hit for hit. SWV open up, then Xscape, then SWV Xscape. It's supposed to be going hit for hit like that, right? What was you finna say, Tracy?
But was they waiting to go on, or was they waiting for one of their band members?
Who? Xscape?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were waiting for a minute, and then finally Tasha shows up with a whole goddamn entourage. I mean, she showed up with the whole goddamn dog pound clique. I'm like, what is all of these niggas here for the rehearsal? And it was even a makeup girl, her stylist was there combing down her hair in the bike while she's standing there waiting to go up for rehearsal. Girl.
Then I had a question. Like,
I just can't do that shit.
how much of your sister money did you spend on these people? Because if y'all from Atlanta, Georgia,
Atlanta.
that means you flew them peoples to California. Or did you get them in or are these people just in California and you rented them? Or
I'm
did you
gonna say
fly them in? But I think you flew them in because when you got you a place to stay, they stayed with you
at the
at
Airbnb.
Airbnb. So you flew them in?
Yeah, I she could have put them hoes on a Greyhound bus. I hope she didn't. Spending up Tamika good ass check on all this. Yes, when I was young, babysitter, we would endorse, and you'd have to hide the money. You have to give me my money. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't want to tell my age, but how these babies don't know. But like Tracy say, these children.
Oh, baby.
That
Oh,
is
baby.
too goddamn funny. Baby, Mizzle say they were Groupon employees.
Not with all the money Rocky done stole with
Not
his
a buy one,
kickback.
get one free employee, bitch. You buy one assistant, you get a hairstylist for free, goddamn it. But they was paying them with Tamika good ass money. With Tamika's goddamn royalty. That's what they was doing.
They
They
was
wrong
paying
for
with
that
Tamika
shit.
royalties and them and them Escape kickbacks.
They right, and this girl, they is wrong for that. So when it comes to, like I said, to Tasha finally show up with the whole dog pound clique. And so, they trying to do their rehearsal, whatnot, and the shit is not really there and together. SWV was more focused on trying to work through the transitions. I think Xscape, and this is what it seemed like to me. Xscape was more focused on trying to do like the full out thing, like go through the transition, sing the song in full, this, that, and the other. SWV ain't got time for that shit because, as we know, if you've been to an SWV, concert before or Urban Fest like I have, they ain't got all that extra shit. They just up there singing for the Lord. They ain't got all this extra like Xscape does. They got all this extra shit, whatever behind them. And so the girls was getting all frustrated. My mom, I'm gonna give me money. Yeah. So the girls or whatnot was getting frustrated, especially Coco. Coco kept expressing how she's run out of medicine, she ain't got no more medicine, and she ready to fight. Now again, the whole editing was a trip because, like Candy and Don Juan said on the speak on it, Xscape had their earphones in, so they couldn't hear nothing that Coco was saying. And of course, with editing, they made it seem like Coco said it loud, and basically all of Xscape just basically stood there and let her son them when that's not what happened. I understand that they was all frustrated and all that, but Coco, I mean, we only seen a little bit on TV, so we don't know the full thing that was behind it. But I don't see what all they was frustrated for. Maybe they had somewhere else they had to go and do something later, or maybe it was just waiting because people was late. But I don't know, Tracy. What's your thoughts on that? Because I seen them. I mean, I get it. You're frustrated. They was probably stressed out from the show and all that. But I'm like, Coco, what you ready to fight for? What? What happened?
Well, cause what didn't that rehearsal start at like 8 o'clock in the morning? It was like 8 till noon, and
It was
then
supposed to be. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
and then the
And
diva showed up at what
like 5
11:15.
minutes before they 5 minutes before they finished. Right.
So then, if you think about it, you've been up all day doing this, singing, doing whatever, trying to get your stuff 1-2 check, and then the diva, the Grand Pumbaa herself, decided she ready to show up.
Not the Grand Poobah.
The Grand Pumbaa herself decided she ready to show up with her sticky fingers, boo. And now y'all want to go run through this again, the whole thing with transitions. I'm hungry. I gotta take my meds. I'm
Okay, their
tired.
feet probably hurt, bra ready to
Listen,
come off. I
I'm
ain't even
just
mad at them,
saying.
but
I think it was one of those things where
Diana
because you
Vaughn is here.
because you seen Lily was like, what the hell?
What is all of this? And then you have the director Steven too. Him or some other director that was there, like they was all snapping at everybody. Taj is getting frustrated again with the editing. Don Juan had commented on something that they were talking about. I guess when all the ladies get up there talk about the empowerment and they move on to the next thing, Don Juan said that was corny. They made it seem like him and Taj, kind of had like a back and forth, which again, we already knew from editing and what they said on the speak out and all that. That's not true. What's have been happening. But again, Don Juan, just chill out. Let them handle it.
Listen, listen.
Just chill
I'm
out.
gonna say this. At least I can understand what Candy pay her employees for. Can we figure out what her what the Grand Poobah's entourage is for? Oh wait, she did fix her hair that one good time.
Girl, she calmed it down with a rat tail call, one swoop. That was it. I was like, girl, please. Coco was kind of doing the most, And I feel you though, from somebody like Mizzle said, I was in a dance group before. Again, we was in choir, performing arts choir before too. You practice it until you get it right. Unless, again, maybe SWV has something to do afterwards. If they had their part down, they knew what the transitions was, but they was there to practice the transitions. That's what they said they was there. But again, BK is like you say, you practice it until you goddamn get it right. So,
well, I mean, SWV said them heifers just stand there and sing. They ain't really got much to practice. They know their songs.
They know hook in the knees right here.
They like, listen, okay, we don't need all these backup dancers, these lights, these nothing. We good. We just stand up here.
We are the show. What you mean? Are you not entertained?
Give you a little shake to think and a rattle it.
What the hell?
And then we good to go. Like, what do you mean? Like, y'all want us to
girl,
do
put your hair back. It's only a little perspiration right here. It's not a lot, but girl, please believe this is going up in a bun. That's why I don't like wearing my hair out.
Look,
it's just too much.
Give us a little two-step or something, and we good to go. So I understand. So SWV probably is not. They probably don't need that type of stuff. They probably don't do that kind of stuff on a regular basis because for them, it's like, okay, well, this is our song list. We know these songs. We just making sure the mics is good. We just make sure our placement is good on the stage.
A song. That's how they trying to do.
It probably take them a good 15 minutes, and they like, let's move on to the next.
And that's it. They only do a little temptation, boop, bop, bop, bop. That's it. They ain't getting down doing too much. A little TikTok dance, a little, you know what I'm saying?
Backup dancers, stage performance.
You gonna get this goddamn 1-2 and kick and bow and rock it out? Shit, y'all gonna get this shit. Speaking of which, Y'all see the memes with Bobby Brown and New Edition. First of all, I want to go to that tour when New Edition does tour. But
Number
Poe Bobby Brown,
one.
Bobby is holding
Y'all need
on.
to leave Bobby alone, okay?
I feel
I
bad for him though. Is he okay? And I'm not saying that to be funny, but is he okay? Because he really looks sick.
define okay. Define okay, and then I'll answer that question because I need to make sure we on the same page. Define okay.
Oh, never mind. You just answered my question right there.
Okay, well, Bobby is clean and sober. I mean,
Girl, they was doing a dance and all of that, and Bobby just up there.
yes, but Bobby also has had a lot of health
Like,
complications
damn, Bobby,
because
come
of
on,
all the
Bobby.
drugs that he's done and all of that.
I
And
know.
number
I'm
one, it
sorry,
just warms
Nicole.
my heart to see Bobby even up there. But they
I
got
just want
all,
to
listen,
hug him.
they got all of New Edition. I was like, wait a minute. Y'all got all of New Edition. Y'all even got Johnny Gill up here. Like, really?
Listen,
So
bitch.
listen,
I'm
I was
still,
not mad. I
I'm
wasn't
still.
mad.
Don't get me drunk enough at a New Edition concert. I'm still gonna throw these pennies up there. Period.
I wasn't mad. And so for me, I am happy to
Whoosh.
see
Throw them hoes right up
Bobby.
there.
I'm happy to
LeBron.
see Bobby clean and sober. And yeah, I get it. He can't do all the dance
That's what
moves.
I'm
He can't listen. He can't
saying.
make them shoulders bounce like Ronnie do. He ain't got.
Okay, can you see them shoulders bounce?
You know.
They still gonna get these pennies on the stage.
But I will
Period.
say, like, I will say, if you're watching Bobby,
He was
like
doing them a neck of my
the
back.
first four songs, you know, Bobby got it. The first four.
They should get him a stool and just let him stay right in the middle. But like Nicole said, he's lost two children. Like I lost a lot of family members as well, and I'm not okay. So I can't imagine losing your mother, your father, your ex-wife, and two of your children. Like
Baby,
that's and what his uncle. So
mhm,
I have
okay.
oh
Bobby is
poor
clean and
Bobby.
sober. Listen, Bobby clean
Just
and
give
sober.
him a stool.
Listen. Y'all look at Bobby the first three or four songs, okay? Bobby looked good the first 3, 4 songs. Towards the
Bobby!
middle, all right, he look a little winded. But girl, at that tail end, you be like, ooh,
He like this.
get that baby a stool.
Yeah, give
He
him a
need to rest
stool
and
and
relax.
an inhaler and a bottle of Fiji and let that baby be. Child, it's the day of the show. The ladies are all in their dressing room. Baby Tiny got on this goddamn WWE heavyweight champion of the world belt. I was like, yes, God, honey. Okay. Tiny say you gonna get this heavyweight championship today, bitch. That belt was bigger than a whole goddamn torso. I was like, baby, is you uncomfortable?
Oh
That belt
my
looked like a bustier. I said, nah, baby, no. You ain't gonna be able to do shit in that goddamn tag team belt you got on, girl. Woo! I wasn't mad at her. I ain't mad at them. Okay, that belt was belting, bitch.
God.
Goddamn, Diana Ross showed up with the whole dog pound screwed up click. Cha. And po Tamika, when Tamika kind of seen her come in, you could see Tamika kind of was like, oh, there she is. I was like, girl, fuck her. She ain't there for you. Tiny was a baby. She had on a whole quinceanera ass goddamn belt, baby. When I tell you that belt was giving my super sweet 16, and I wasn't even mad at it. Oh, I need that belt when you're down when it's time. Give me that goddamn WFDE belt. And like I said, when Tosh came in with screwed up clicks, she had her assistant, assistant, baby mama, the social media person, videographer, the chef, the stylist, the water boy, all that shit there. Okay. I will say though, all the ladies look good. I will give them that much.
Some
I
look better
will
than
say,
others.
yes, I was not feeling SWV's outfit at all, especially Taj's shorts.
Really? You weren't feeling it? Okay, well.
Bitch, them shorts was giving Dockers. They were giving the shorts were giving like employee picnic. The shorts were giving 40-year reunion drill team. Like, damn, I was not feeling them goddamn DACA shorts she had on. I mean,
40-year reunion drill team.
hated it. Yeah,
Auntie.
like
Auntie.
the bitch, the Nightingales. Okay, the
Auntie.
Nightingales are reuniting for 40 years ago when they was on the drill team together. Yes, they were giving summer camp chic.
Straight to the corner. Straight
Now,
to the corner.
yes,
Straight.
ma'am. Yes,
Straight
ma'am.
to the corner.
Can I have
I
a
knew
bottle
you
of water
didn't
while I'm in the
read
corner?
her down about her shoe.
I was not, and y'all know I loves me some Taj, baby. If there is one person in the world I would love to meet, I love Taj George. And I loved her even more when she was on Survivor. Like, I always felt like we was friends as it was. That's why I don't feel bad reading her down about them shorts, because that's my home girl. God, them shorts was like PTA shorts. Them was
It was
I'm
a look.
volunteering at my son's school picnic shorts.
It was a look. It was a look. Listen, I will say this. SWV over the last couple of weeks since they've been being styled by Jay Bolin
Yes,
looks
they looking good.
phenomenal.
They looking good. Coco with the short platinum blonde, the pixie cut platinum blonde, baby. This is the most beautiful I think Coco has ever looked. I love that short, and I've always loved pixie cuts, but I got a big ass head with knots. My mama dropped me on my head a couple times, so I know a pixie cut is something that would never work for me. If I could get away with that, oh, that is so beautiful. But their outfits, they are so much more put together. Because the DACAs and the overalls, the leather diapers and the baby, it did not look right, BKs. I did not like that. Like, the shorts, they were really giving, like, what is that back in the day, the Old Navy Bermuda shorts? It was, them shorts was shortsing, bitch. They were shorts.
I'm done with y'all. I am done.
Bitch, it's like some some shorts, bitch. And then there's shorts.
I am in
They were
tears.
shorts.
I am
gentrified shorts on top of that. Yeah, that I love that. Yeah, SWV been dressing down lately. They looked really good, but I didn't like that leather diaper. Shout out to you, BKs. I did not like that leather diaper. It was
listen. I listen, I love both groups. I really do. But I will say one thing. I think this show also helped them realize that they need to get their ass out the 90s.
Yep, for sure. But because the flats and the FUBU overalls ain't gonna do it no more. We don't wear cross colors no more. I can't. And you know what? Coco even said on Watch What Happened Live that the outfits, when somebody says about the outfits, she was like, yes, the outfits, I will agree. Because even Coco's outfit that she had on, the all-in-one leather thing, it was something that was missing from it. Maybe
like
she could
some fashion.
Maybe that, or maybe she could have, borrowed Tiny's WWE belt to go with it. Because it was not.
Yep.
I don't know. It just,
I will say this. I think Xscape did too much, and SWV didn't do enough.
Yes.
So it was like, if there was a love baby in between, we probably would have been in there.
Yes.
Take half a tiny belt off and give it to Coco. Like,
I think that would have definitely worked, because what it was given was not. I was not feeling that. But overall, the performance was great. I think the ladies did really, really good. Of course, when it came to all the ladies on the stage singing, Xscape was singing "Is My Living in Vain." Now, when it came to the rehearsal, Coco didn't want to sing it, of course, because we already know Coco was frustrated and whatnot, and she was like, "We don't do do gospel in our set. We've already said that before. That's what she was saying in rehearsal. And of course, when it came to the night of the performance, she was up on the stage, but she wasn't singing Is My Living in Vain with them. She was just up there, had the mic up around her mouth. But what I didn't understand was, wasn't it a point in time that you got away from SWV because you was all sanctified and holy and dipped in the blood of the Lord and all of that, and you wanted to go gospel and you didn't want to do nothing about downtown? You didn't want to
She
sing,
did.
have nothing to do with downtown, but you got a problem?
She did. She had her little gospel bop. It did about as good as Latoxic is doing.
Latoxis did.
It's doing about as good as Latoxic is doing.
I don't know what song they even ended with. Wasn't it? It's supposed to be "I'm Every Woman" was the last song that all
It
of them
was
were supposed to sing together.
they ended up doing a medley. So I don't know what they ended on because they didn't even show it on the show.
No, but I mean, it did
Yep.
good, girl. Did Coco even sing? She sung their songs, but like I said, when it came to Escape, when they were singing "Is My Living in Vain," no, she just had the mic up there like she was singing or whatnot. But no,
Let's
she.
see.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I told you, if anybody in the group was Diana Ross, it's Coco. Diana Ross is Diana Ross is Coco 100%. Because when Coco says I'm not singing, I'm not singing, and if she decided she wasn't about to do the show, um, SWV would have been out of luck. The same way they was with Salt and Pepper. So if she
Yeah,
decided she didn't do it, they'd have been shit out of luck.
shit out of luck. But it did good. And then when it came to SWV singing Week, they did amazing. The whole crowd was up on their feet singing because of course that is the song I felt like maybe they should have, finished it out with. But again, we already know they did a medley of bullshit anyways. And then like I said, the crowd was up on their feet and Coco being petty was like, see, I told y'all we should have sung last, which it didn't goddamn matter. Okay. And then of course Escape sung Understanding. It was cute, whoop de whoop. And then the show ended from there. They did good. I feel like it all came together. Lily said it was all worth it in the end. I don't know if all that bullshit was worth it. I mean, y'all got a little bag or whatnot, but
Nah,
this
they got a
that's
good bag.
because they're doing a song together. What was the big behind exactly? I feel like that was a Mona Scott production thing that made them go against each other about the song at the end. Because again, as we know, now they ended the damn show together. So what was the beef in the get-go? What was the fucking problem? Okay. Those first don't start. My 8-year-old knows the SWB. So okay, everybody knows Week, and that's what they should have ended it out in. But again, it didn't matter because they all, they all sung together in the end, right? So Taj asked, will anybody be willing to do it again? Candy and Tiny says yes. Tasha's sitting there looking crazy because, we already know that she's on her way to do her whole little gospel bop, right? So once it ends, we get to the end. Tamika pulls Tasha into one of the dressing rooms so she can have her own, a little private conversation with her. And as she sits her down, Tamika's like, look, I brought you in here because we need to have a heart to heart. We need to talk. And immediately Tasha's like, girl, I don't want to talk. I'm tired. I just got to say, I don't want to talk. But you say in your confessional that you want your sister, you want to sit down and have a talk with your sister. You've had plenty of opportunities to have a talk with your sister, but you don't want to goddamn do that. Your sister even says she tried to, when early in the episode, when they got to where California, they were trying to get in contact with you. You weren't reaching back out to her. None of that shit. So she been trying to goddamn talk to you. You just ain't been trying to fucking talk to her because you don't want to face no bullshit that you've been goddamn in. So Tasha's like, well, no, I don't want to talk. I just got off stage. And Tamika's like, well, if not now, when are we going to talk? And Tasha's like, well, we'll talk later, blah, 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 blah. She's like, look, I'm just trying to figure out where are we as sisters? Because, the show is over. When we leave from here, like what's going to happen? And again, Tasha's just not wanting to face anything. And Tamika's like, well, what's going on? Like, what's going on between me and you? Like, it's frustrating, and, just basically trying to get something out of Tasha. And Tasha's like, well, you're destroying the family and it's not me. Basically, again, she's basically gaslighting her, making her feel like it's her, you're the problem, it's not me. And so finally they kind of go back and forth, and Tamika asked her, like, because she's like, so where are we as sisters? And Tasha's like, here we are right here. She's basically like pointing to the cameras or whatnot. I don't know what the fuck that meant. And so Tamika's like, so you just finna go off with your entourage? That's what you finna go, like they're your family? Tasha says, yeah, because they treat me better than you. Really, bitch?
I mean, you're paying them. What are you expecting? You expect people who you pay to treat you badly? Like, makes sense to me. I'd be real nice if you paid me to be there. I mean, you ain't stealing from me, so I mean,
she said, get a room. Tamika had me done when she said, get a room at mama's house. Tasha saying, that sounds good, but don't really. No, she doesn't, because it's been plenty of times that she was trying to have a conversation with Tasha, and Tasha just wasn't trying to goddamn hear. So finally it ends with Tasha going off with her entourage and saying that they treat me better than you, but your sister been had your goddamn back all your fucking life. That's messed up. So finally, Tamika ends up, really breaking down and crying in Candy's arms. And so her and Candy and Tamika are there to like support her and, be there for her. Cause I feel bad for her because again, like I feel I understand what it is to have drama with your sisters. I get it. I got 6 of them bitches. And I ain't calling them bitches, but they my sisters. I can call them. I got 6 of them heifers, okay? So I already know how it is. Me and one sister right now don't fuck with each other at all. So I know what it's like to hurt when you had want to have a relationship with your sister, but then again, at the same time, some motherfuckers you just got to learn to love from a distance and be okay with that. Because some people can be more toxic to your life, to your mental health, than you even realize it. So I'm hoping maybe Tamika has already realized, or eventually she will realize that you will be so much more at peace when you get negativity around you that don't have to be around you. And like you say, Tracy, now we getting to see who she is, and she's starting to flourish and have her own voice. I hate it had to happen at the expense of her and her sister's relationship, but it is what it is. What's your thoughts on that?
the toxic need to be in jail and her husband. But I guess I can't make nobody press charges. But if the Georgia DA want to pick up some charges, I ain't gonna be mad at them because
I mean, if
seems like that's
anything, go after Rocky ass, because we know Rocky has something to do with the
take them
R.
both.
Kelly camp.
Take them both.
I mean, yeah.
Take them both. At this point, take them both. Because okay, I will say this, that watching the scene and seeing her trying to reach out to her sister and her sister's response being like, there's your sisters, to like her group members, as if, Heifer, I haven't done everything you've ever wanted my entire life. And now the one time I stick up for myself, you got a problem.
Yeah.
Like, is just so heart wrenching and gut wrenching to see. And it's like, it's such a difference to what she kind of does on her lives. And she's like, I just want my sister, my family, my this. And it's like, but when she told her, she was like, she was like, I want you to be who you are. She was like, this is who I am.
That was heart wrenching to see. Yeah, that was fucked up.
I was like, well, I mean, my angel said when someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Believe them. I mean, true. Some people do grow and learn, and some people grow apart as family, shit like that. But this is my thing. When Tasha, why continue to lie about the whole 30K and say you just found out about it when everybody else did watching the show? Y'all pre-recorded the fucking show, girl.
They recorded. Listen, that concert was in August, so they was recording in like June and July. They was recording over the summer. So Heifer, you knew for 6 to 8 months what was about to come out. You could have got in front of this months ago.
She knew at the
months
Lady
ago.
of Soul when she wore that green dress when she
Yep.
was really doing shooting a music video for her new gospel bop, but gonna lie and say she didn't get the memo. She knew what the fuck she was doing. She knew what the
Absolutely.
hell she was doing. So you knew about it then.
Yep.
Like y'all could have been done, got ahead of this or something.
Listen. Okay.
Well, since then, it's just been more and more and more goddamn tea coming out. Of course, Rocky, Edward Stillenhands, his mistress, what's her name? Unique. She
Hmm.
done came out with Tasha K with some more goddamn. Or was this a continuation of the shit that she had already said, or was this some new shit?
This is new.
Girl, that goddamn Rocky, she has text messages and shit. Now, I didn't watch it off of Tasha K's website. I watched Jamie That's Me, and she broke down because I think she may have went to Tasha K's website and seen it, so she broke down the whole interview. Rocky been out here laying it low, spreading wide, sending this woman text messages that he gonna leave Tasha, that they just together, that it's just for business. And then of course
Mhm.
Tasha gonna come on live and say, I know everything. See, what y'all don't understand is me and my husband have an open marriage. And then go backdoor last night on Watch What Happened Live and say, I mean, we have open communication. Girl, now what had happened was TD Jakes or somebody in them done hit your ass up and was like, girl, this ain't good for the Christian folk. You don't have to clear that up.
Listen. I've learned so much about them over the last couple of months that I feel like nothing they do at this point surprises me. Um, I feel like Latoxic and Rocky are meant for each other, and I am happy that she is able to see her sister for who she really is. Now, the sad part is Tamika wants this relationship back with her sister really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like she would be willing to overlook so all of this if they could just get back into a good place, which is really nice of her. But I agree with the rest of the group that said, nah, once we realize you didn't just steal from your sister, you stole from us and these royalties,
We
she not
out.
I don't think you coming back. Like I don't think that's a thing. But what I would say about the unique thing with Tasha K was when someone tells you, shh, be quiet, she's calling me, that's not an open marriage, honey. Because if it was open, y- your side chicks would be able to communicate freely because they would know where you was
Come
and
on now, because they would
everything
already
be
know
cool.
what's going down.
You would know what it is. So to me, when she was like, "Oh yeah, he told me I had to be quiet because she was calling," I was like, "Oh okay." I was like, "Okay,
It ain't
just
as open. No,
just
baby.
confirm what we already knew because we knew
Mhm.
this wasn't open." And
Yeah, she gonna say he ain't
then
got it that good, girl.
I
He
can't
been laying
tell.
alone, spreading the wide, baby. He got it. He got it some kind of way now.
Look, I can't tell. Look, he got it pretty doggone
Hmm.
good because listen, it'd have been toe tags and body bags around this place.
That's
But
what I
hey,
said, BK. I wish he would have backed up and been like, okay, so did you know about the alleged mistress? And he's messy like that. I thought he would have came back with a rebuttal question for that.
you
As
know what?
messy as Andy is, I thought he would have been like, okay, so did you or did you not know about the Tasha K mistress?
Listen, at this listen, the I believe two things that Tasha said. When Tasha said, "This is who I am," I was like, "You're right. This is the messy trifling heifer that you is." But then I
Yep.
also believe her when she says, "We have open communication." I know what he does. I believe that too. I truly believe that she is one of those females that feels like I am his wife. I have his last name. I have the ring. All of you are just something to do.
Mm,
I'm the person he wanted to be with. So it's me. And
mm.
it's a it's a open secret maybe? Like as in
Right.
he
I
don't
would say
notice
open,
her.
yeah.
Like
Open and
as in
close.
he don't throw it in her face, but she knows that he's with these other people, right? And it's one of those things where I think because she wants to get into gospel, and when you think about it, there is a certain um ideal person to be a gospel artist when you think
Mm-hmm.
about it, right? So when you're thinking, you're like, oh, you have a married wife of 20 some odd years who's done R&B, who has a child. Like, she grew up in the church. She started singing gospel. She went to
Mm-hmm.
R&B. She came back to gospel. I mean, the story sounds, like an ideal person for gospel. She's coming prior to this show, she would have been coming with a preset fan base of people who kind of would have followed to see what that was from her.
Yep.
So it would have been great. And I think she's been playing the game for so long, but she was playing the game privately, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
easy to play a game of telephone and tell one person something and kind of be shisty and underhanded with some people over here and it'd be okay. But then once you are on a camera and you can see, well, Heifer, over here you said this, but over there you
Hmm.
said that, and to this
Right.
person you said this. So it's much easier to play the shell game when you don't have cameras in your face watching what you do all the time. When you could kind of just have a phone conversation with this one person and then go back and be like, I didn't say that. That's not what I meant. That's not how that worked. Like, no, that's not what I was going on. And then when you really think about it, it's like, no, but that is exactly what you told them. So I think for her, it's different, right? Because Candy and Tiny, and even the ladies at SWV, they had all done reality TV,
Yeah.
like multiple
This is the
seasons.
Scott sisters. This is their first time doing reality.
Well,
Besides when they did
besides,
the
yeah, besides when they did just
yeah
kicking it,
yeah.
right? And that was only what 4 episodes, so that wasn't
Mm-hmm.
even a real thing. So now, and also reality TV from back then is
It's
very different
different.
than
Oh
reality
yeah.
TV now, right? It is such a different world, and because Bravo is messy boots, oh, they gonna make sure. Oh no, we want to get the inconsistencies. And when the
Mm-hmm.
mama was like, cut the cameras, oh, they thought they was gonna cut the cameras, they was gonna cut that out. Oh, absolutely not. Not with Bravo
Mama said,
and me.
they was like, yeah, cut it.
Keep the audio rolling.
Yeah, you think we done stopped. We
Yeah,
sure
okay.
did, mama.
Yeah.
Okay, girl.
You keep
Okay.
going. Yeah, whatever. So I do think that it's one of those things of,
Oh, she
you know,
was on R&B Diva. Oh, okay.
but
I didn't watch it when she was on it.
she was on what, a season? Maybe
Yeah, just one season. I
Yeah,
didn't
she
watch it when
wasn't.
she was on it.
So, but do you also think R&B Divas was also very different? So it wasn't the family dynamic. It wasn't with her group. It wasn't with the things that are hot trigger buttons for her. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So there is that difference. So I feel like she was trying her best to keep everything afloat to
Mm-hmm.
get her gospel album and get the promotion from this show to like catapult her gospel album.
Yeah.
But my initial thought was as soon as you had heard your sister say you stole that 30K, Heifer, your mindset should have, like, it's like she doesn't have the mindset to say, oh shit, this is about to be bad.
That should have
Let
been
me
a
try
wrap
and
right there.
fix this.
Yep.
Look, let
Yep.
me get ahead of this and fix this so that my gospel career, my gospel album, which is dropping right after this releases, will be okay. It's like she
Yep.
doesn't have, and I think she doesn't have the forethought to do it because she's been playing this shell game for so many years and not getting caught.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, she was saying that hopefully, not hopefully, like what Andy had asked you. You think you I can't even get it out. My bad, y'all. I've been drinking. Andy asked, "Do you think that the group Escape would ever be able to get back together again?" And she didn't say like no completely. She was like, you never know. Hopefully, good if this gospel bop don't work out, you gonna need something to fall back on. So I would think you would want to get right with the girls. So in case you gotta come back in and be a doo-wop pop chick in the back or something, go
Nah,
and get the ducats right, girl. Trying to get it right with them. Get it right.
nah. I think it's over for her at this point. Only because
She can't come back from this shit. The
yeah,
damage is done.
only because before, right? It was like you and Candy didn't get along, so it didn't really matter because you had two other members. You had your sister, you had Tiny, and Tiny had always been more of a I'm in the middle, I'm the
Yeah.
peacemaker. Like, I'll sway whichever way, but let's just do whatever's best for the group. So she
Mm-hmm.
could kind of play off that. Girl, now you ain't got nobody
Nope.
because
Because you fuck with
even if
Tiny money too. So
absolutely.
and now you got T.I. finna be in her ear. So now you done
Yeah.
fucked that up too.
Yeah, you fuck that up. So before it was like, oh, she could kind of understand and she would go along
That's
with it. But now it's like, girl, you done took that too far because it's not just, oh, you and Candy don't get along no more and trying to do that. Now it's, oh, okay, you stole from all of us and your sister. Girl, at some point when you burn a bridge, you can't just start to you can't rebuild it. It's gone.
you know what, BK's, and I want to know what that is because I heard Candy say that. BK said I think they would let her back because Candy said they've been through worse. What is worse? Candy keeps saying that. Even Tiny been saying that. Like, y'all, we done been through a whole lot worse than that. What?
Well, no, because I know they was talking about how they had gotten to like a physical fight in the past.
Yeah. She had talked about that. They had talked about that. Was it the unsung or it was
So
on
like,
TV1?
so it's like, would I
I
consider a
want to
physical
know.
fight to be worse
I don't think
than
so.
this?
I don't feel like that would be worse. I don't think a physical fight would be. I would think that would be like right along here on the same. I mean, I don't know. That's just because maybe the ratchet in me. I don't feel like that would be worse.
You know? I'm like, I don't know, because I feel like maybe a physical fight would be worse or harder to come back from. And it's much easier to say Rocky stole my money, so Rocky needs to go and no longer be in charge of this, and
Yes.
then you could come sing, right? So that's one thing. But when it's you who actively went and stole our money, right? And then it's like, well, no, now we know it's you personally who's
Yep.
doing it, right? Because before it was like, oh, Rocky was doing it. Rocky was hard to work with. Rocky was, but now it's like, nah, it's not just Rocky. Issue
It's
too.
yeah.
Issue too. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's like it's one of the things where I feel like because it has now bled into you stealing from the group, that it's a different kind of feeling,
Yeah.
like, because for y'all two to fight, that's bad. Now, not just like you and your sister fight, but you know, the fight that's bad. But then on the other hand, it's like, but you're stealing and you can't be trusted to do a damn thing. Then you drop out on shows, don't come. We can't, if we're scheduled to be booked for this and you don't show up, it doesn't.
That's bad. Like Tasha, you done fucked up the church's money, girl.
Iyanla, I need you to come out of retirement, hon.
Child, y'all are gonna have to fix that there because even if she, how would you even go back to the group? How would you go back to the group? Like what do you say? My bad.
Um, you said I filed for divorce. I've been in intensive therapy. I had Stockholm syndrome.
And what's
He
your
had my
cash app so
mind
I can
gone.
send you this 30K?
What? And let me send the group back the money he took from those bookings.
Okay, all of that.
So he had my mind gone. I was, in a place when he met me that I was broken, and I felt like he was my savior, my fix it, my all, my everything. I've been in therapy working on this trauma, so I don't let anybody use me and my family like that again. And then I was like, "Ooh, that would work," with the exception of Heifer. You've been doing this your whole life because your mama
Okay,
just
you've
as
been doing
ratchet.
this.
Your mama just as ratchet, and she just jealous. So I'm like, I already know that
That
like that
mama,
ain't gonna
ooh,
fix it either. So it's like,
that
girl,
mama is so toxic. I couldn't imagine growing up with a mother like that. That's basically make you feel like you shit. It's I like I said, it's this girl that is on YouTube. I sent it in the Discord. If y'all are not a part of my Discord, the link to my Discord is down in the description box as well. Go join the Discord because we be all up in there talking shit. Okay. talking cash shit. May even see some ping pics in there. Anyways, I dropped her YouTube in the Discord, and she does like, I think she's up to part 3 now, where she does like a full breakdown on Escape. She goes through like from the beginning. She gets into a full breakdown of everything. So if there's some stuff that you weren't even aware of, or it kind of goes into the psychology part of it as to why Tamika is so loyal to Tasha. It talks about, you know, she hits on the upbringing of them, how the mother, you know, feels towards Tamika because Tamika was a daddy's girl, and how Tamika may have always felt like she had to grow up and please the mother and the sister for validation. Like, she gets into full detail. So I would suggest y'all go and look at her YouTube. It's 3 videos. They're both like 30-40 minutes long each, but she goes into like a full detail of it, and it's good. We should say she the 5th member. I'm the 5th member, girl. Bye, Tamika. If you don't get that by team,
lied on Mama Joyce. That's
another thing. Okay, girl. Yes. So Tasha gonna sit up there and say last night on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen that Mama Joyce called her and told her, you need to stop singing because it's bad on the group, or it's bad on everybody. Some shit like that. Girl, Candy gonna come out and say my mama don't even have her number. She's a lie. My mama ain't goddamn call her. Tasha, what you lying for, Craig?
My next question turns into, we all like if you knew the backstory, you knew that like Tasha met Tiny at a different school. We didn't know it was an alternative school. Like, Tiny, what the hell you did to get up in there?
Fighting.
And why does Latasha keep bringing it up? Like, Latasha was like, oh, well, you know, when she was at the other school, she met Tiny. And, oh, you know, because, you know, she's had a history of. Because, and I'm like.
And you know what? The girl who I just mentioned in the YouTube, she breaks all that shit down. Tamika had to end up going to an alternative school because she beat this boy in the head with a boulder that was making fun of Tasha. Tamika has always physically stepped in and defended her sister. Tamika ended up getting expelled from school because they were on a school bus and there was a boy that was making fun of Tasha, calling her fat, ugly, black, calling her names and shit. Tamika said she waited till they got off the bus. She found the biggest rock boulder she could find and she started beating that boy in the head with it. She got kicked out from the school from fighting. That's how she ended up going to that other alternative school. Again, while you steady trying to put that out there, my sister, she's been known to do this and blah. She had to go to an alternative school, bitch, because she was sticking up for you. Mm-hmm. That's the part you leaving out. She was doing the shit for you.
Latoxa definitely likes to start stories in the middle. She is definitely, I start my story in the middle and not I go back to the beginning of what happened. Like, go back to the beginning, right? So even the beginning of how she wasn't even technically supposed to be in Escape. Like, your sister literally like did all this to get you into Escape. Like, at some point,
you just basically like you holding that over her head.
Like, it's just like it's one of those things where it's like it seems like no matter what happens, no matter what goes on, nothing she does is ever, number one, going to be good enough. Which also, to me, I really believe like a lot of this stems from the mama, because
hell yes,
the mama is ground zero for the problems.
I couldn't imagine having no mama like that. Absolutely not.
Girl, listen, not at all. But I will say this, that in watching the different reviews and the show, and then all of the IG lives and the YouTube channels and the oh gosh, and all of this, as much as people are like, oh my gosh, the show is so toxic, it's terrible, it's this, it's that, it is probably the most authentic reality TV show that we have seen in a very long time. Now, is there some, bad editing, bad production, of certain things, or it seemed like it was a little out of sequence at times and things like that. Yeah, yeah, but I get it. They were also trying to, squeeze multiple hours of things into an hour-long show. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. But what I will say is this is the most authentic reality show I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah.
And this is the reality TV show that we all kind of started loving when we first got reality TV, because this is years worth of issues, and I honestly feel like because SWV has had their issues so many years ago, they've been through group therapy, and
Mm-hmm.
Coco has decided that she is no longer going to get 50% of the money and make her two background dancers and backup
Thank you.
singers with
Exactly.
their
Thank you.
50%. I was like, wait, wait,
And
wait.
then they split the other 50. That's some. Woo!
That was Coco and her backup singers.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
And Sisters with
Mm-mm.
Voices My Foot.
Right.
That was
Coco
Coco and her
with
backup
voice.
singers.
Hell no.
But
No,
I
no,
do
no, no,
feel like
no.
at this point, like, because they've been through group therapy, they've been through so many things, that their drama was different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what, the things that we were going to get from them was going to be different. I will say that I'll agree that SWV did pick up a lot from Escape,
Mm-hmm.
although SWV definitely has a better category of songs and things like that. They did, y'all fashions definitely got to upgrade. Because
Yeah.
when y'all see SWV, if they got some background dancers and some stage lights, just know they ain't had them suckers before.
Okay, come on now. You see him out there, and they ain't got on FUBU and baby fat. Oh, baby, they got them a new stylist. Ain't doing it.
I will say that. But so for me, I I enjoy it from the aspect of my niece had no idea who either of the groups were,
Mm-hmm.
really, right? She may have known one or two songs, and it wasn't even like she was like, "Oh, that's who sings that." So sometimes you know how you know the song, but you don't really know
Yeah.
the person. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate the fact that it did get a lot of people who weren't necessarily familiar with them reintroduced to the things that we grew up listening to
Mm-hmm.
and we enjoyed about the ladies, and kind of helped them to now get more platinum albums and get more platinum songs, and for their music to start recharting again,
Mm-hmm.
because it wasn't before. So I do appreciate like that kind of thing that came out of this show. So everything that came out of it wasn't terrible. I mean, I do wish that they had ended on a better place. Like the two groups collectively, I do wish they would have ended in a better space. It seems like there wasn't tension going in, but there's tension leaving.
Yeah.
And that is probably the one thing that I don't like. But the two groups having their own drama, being messy, chaotic
Mm-hmm.
separately, I don't have a problem with any of that. I think the only problem I have with the show is that the ladies came into it without an issue and left with an issue.
Yeah, that's what I don't. That's why I say I felt like it was a bad idea for that. Just because yeah, they started off cool and now they don't fuck with each other. So that's the part that I feel like it was a bad idea on that aspect. But overall, it was definitely a good show. If they were to come with a season 2, I would definitely watch it again and do the damn review for it. But we gotta see what happened, because girl, Tamika say she's singing for the Lord right
It's a
now.
cute
She
little butt.
dropping it low for
Listen,
Jesus.
look,
Okay.
she 27th in the top 10. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
dropping it
24th
low
in the
for
top 10.
Jesus.
I mean, shit. I mean, how much better or worse could you get? 24th place in the top 10. I was like, why are y'all still counting? I was like, if it's just the top 10, how did y'all? Okay, I could understand maybe getting to 15, But why are y'all still counting at 24? I was like,
24. I just be like, look here, you ain't gotta say nothing about it. If you gonna do me like that, you ain't gotta even really say nothing about it then, because you embarrassing me now. You embarrassing me. Let me put the invite to my Discord down here. So if you guys want to come on over and join my Discord, you can be a part of the Discord because we talk a lot of shit in there. And again, if you guys just want to continue the conversation, we can do that. BK, I heard snippets of it that were on her IG. Because she put like a little bit to each song, a little snippet of each song from the album on there, and I was not impressed. It was okay, but again, I'm already going in with this predisposition that I have about you, so I'm already a little salty listening to it, and I know that's wrong. I shouldn't go into it listening like that. I should go in with a clear mind and an open heart and all that. But again, you done already rubbed me the wrong way, so I'm just listening to it like it's all right.
I will listen. I will say this: I am not a,
Okay.
you know, I don't listen to a ton of gospel music. Not that I have a problem with it.
No,
I just don't listen
yeah.
to a ton of gospel music.
Yeah, me
My
neither.
sister, on the other hand, does. So, and she also doesn't watch reality TV. That's not her zhuzh.
She don't watch
She's
reality TV. Oh my
Oh no, oh
god.
no, no. My sister does not. She does not do reality TV. She was like, absolutely not. She was like, give me a scripted show all day. She was like, I can't do this. Oh, absolutely not. Uh, so with that being said, I was like, oh, you should listen to this and tell me what you think because I feel like you would be, a good unbiased thing, because you already listened to the music, you already whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister listened to it and she was like, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
She was like, there was three
bad,
songs. She was
but
like, there was three songs that she would listen to again. So, I mean, if three songs, you know, if you hear an album and you say I'll listen to three songs again, is that a good album or a bad album? Like, how do you then determine? Like
yeah, no, it's I'd rather listen to Kirk Franklin Melodies from Heaven on repeat.
not on repeat.
Rain, that's my song, child.
Jesus.
Right. Let me stop, Lord. Let me stop playing. Y'all, but again, the overall episode was good. Y'all want to continue with the key, go ahead over to the Discord and we can chop it up over there. Again, if you are not a member of my Patreon, please do so. Okay. I'm gonna try to have get together with the family backstage, see what time works good for everybody because we're going to pre-record it and upload it onto the Patreon. And again, the reason for the Patreon will be behind that paywall. We can be completely uncensored. And again, when it comes to this R. Kelly I want to be able to get into it and not have to be so censored because I don't know if y'all watch Surviving R. Kelly Part 3. That nigga needs to be up under the fucking jail. Okay. And then not only that, we're gonna do more of my sex talk, grown adult shit, relationships, and all that. All of those podcast episodes will be on Patreon. Okay.
I have a question for you.
Yes, go ahead, girl.
Are you gonna watch the Hulu documentary on Freaknik?
Girl, the review for Freaknik will be coming as soon as it is out. Like I had said on my IG, if y'all are not following me on my IG, please do so. I'm trying to get more active because people actually fuck with me on my IG. Okay. Make sure you follow me on my IG. But like I had said on my IG, okay, I'm going to be real because I'm grown as hell and I know my demons and God knows my heart. I ain't worried about nothing from no Freaknik footage. Okay. I'm good. I ain't never been to the Atlanta Freaknik.
Really?
However, in Texas, in Galveston, we have Kappa Beach party, Kappa Beach, weekend. And then here in Austin, where I'm at, Austin, Texas, we have Texas Relays. Now, the Texas Relays, and again, a Kappa Beach is a weekend full of Black people. Every shade, every color of Black, every religion of Black, every hood, nation of Black, from the Sadiddy Black to the Ratchet Black to the Hood Project Black to the Blackity Black to the White Black. Everybody Black is there. Now, when I tell you back in the day, from the 99 to the 2000s, yeah, you might see me twerking on something. I mean, now I wasn't busting it open. No, because I'm a fucking lady. I wasn't busting it open. But I probably was bent over, shaking a little tail feather, something like that. Probably was scrubbing the ground, little something like that. You know what I'm saying? Little Tootsie Roll.
Let me tell you something. As soon as I seen the thing, I was like, "Oh, interesting." And I seen the years, I was like, "I'm good." I was like,
But 94, and then that's another thing. 94, I was 14, so I wasn't laying it low, spreading it wide at 14 like that. Again, it wasn't until we got to 97 through like 2004 when it was like, okay, bitch. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? What Mizzle say? You gonna have them P3? Listen, no face, no case.
Listen, okay. I was like, I'm not worried about that. I was like, oh, I was like, once I seen the years, I was like, I'm okay. But then I was like, listen, I was like, now that my demons are coming back to be like, hey, Heifer, how you doing?
Okay.
I was like, if they do one of these on Black Bike Week, I might be in trouble. I was like, I might be in a little more trouble. I was like, I'm feeling like, I was like, because I was also underage, doing everything I had no business doing. But I was like,
for Bike Week here in Austin Tech, bitch, back in the day when I was like 2021, the way I had on shorts this big with my little ass hitched up on the back of some nigga bike, because all we had to do was walk down 6th Street and it was noodles everywhere with bikes, and they'll be like, hey, you want to take a picture of my bike? Okay. I had on shorts this big with my ass cheek out this much. I was like, bitch, I was a hot girl before there was a hot girl. I mean,
I was like, I see. When I seen the dates, I was like, I'm good.
I'm good. Oh yeah, but that's why I ain't work. Oh yeah. I was the shit out this freaking.
I was like, but let me tell you, right? I was underage. I was like super underage. I was like 14, 15. Like, yeah, super underage.
Good. 94 freaking. I'm good. I was 14. Bitch, I was good. Now, again, I'm gonna need you niggas from Texas to mind y'all fucking business. Don't nobody come out with no Kappa Beach or no Texas Relays documentary. Mind your own goddamn bit. And another thing, while I'm speaking of Texas, y'all want to hear something real quick? Y'all know I do reviews for Catfish, right? Why is this nigga trying to catfish me in my inbox, bitch, acting like he Trader Truth? Now I'm offended because I love the hell out of Trader Truth. I love the shit out of Trader Truth. Like, we are secretly married. He don't know that just yet. But it's just something about a nigga that is there to take care of his community. Ooh! A nigga that give back. Oh, I love this little philanthropist ass nigga. But it's some nigga really up in my DMs. Girl, why this nigga gonna send me a message today talking about first he sent me a friend request. And I was like, who the fuck is this? The hell? Then he gonna inbox me talking about, hey, thanks so much. I just want to say thanks so much for all the support that you show me through my career over the years. I said, nigga, who the fuck is this? Get your ass out my goddamn inbox, nigga. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, get your ass out my goddamn inbox, nigga. On God, you just said 94, you was 14. I graduated from high school in 95. I skipped a grade. Even I was only 26. It makes me feel, oh, you should. 14, yes, ma'am. 94, I was 14. That's why I say I wasn't up in the clubs then. But if we get to late 96, 97, even though like I had older boyfriends.
Listen,
And speaking of which, girl, we could go all day about this R. Kelly thing. Anyways, go ahead, girl. What you gonna say?
listen, I promise you, when I seen it, as soon as I seen the years, I was like, I'm Gucci.
She
I was
said,
like,
"I'm
I'm
Gucci."
okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. But I promise you, I was
Dang, really, Mizzle? Damn, why you
a
had to call
little,
us out like that?
a little nervous when I see certain things. I get a little nervous, right? So now I'm like,
This make me feel old.
listen, okay.
Yeah,
Now I'm
turn
sitting here
right.
thinking like, depending on, because I went to Myrtle Beach like three
You
or
made me
four
feel
times.
older than motherfucker, Mizzle. Damn.
I was like, listen, I was like, depending on when y'all try and do this, there might be footage. I'm 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 95% sure there's probably like two videos that I can remember, but there's definitely some pictures. I was like, what in the fuck? Why are y'all pulling out VHS tapes?
I was 30.
Why?
I'm 31, Nicole. You ain't that old. I was
Listen,
31 when I had my baby. Ain't that cold? But yeah, when
why?
they pulled out the VHSs, I
You
was
got
like, oh
VHS tape.
shit.
Girl, listen,
Girl,
when you see the
listen.
little grainy ass footage, you're like, oh, my heart
You know
started skipping
what?
beat. I was like, wait, shit.
Do I still have my video?
Listen, let
I
me
think I
tell you.
might still have my video from one weekend in Kappa Beach and from Texas Relays that you niggas ain't never gonna motherfucking see, okay?
When you had that big ass hand camcorder,
Baby,
girl,
show did.
girl,
I had a camcorder, bitch, Panasonic. Yes, ma'am. Panasonic camcorder,
yes,
and you can flip it out a little thing, or you can flip
yes,
it back and look at you
yes.
what you recording, bitch. Come on now,
Listen,
sure
I
did. Period.
promise you right there. I was like, I need my past not to come back to haunt me because not that I have a problem with anything that
Shit,
I've done. My
shit, I
problem
do.
is, my problem is I don't need you knowing what I done. I don't have a problem with what I did. Like, like those memories live rent free in my head, honey. I don't have a problem
Oh
with what
yeah,
I
I
did.
don't, I
I
don't,
have a problem. I have
I
a problem
don't
with
regret
y'all.
a
Oh,
fuck ass thing. I just don't need y'all knowing
y'all
the
done,
type of shit that I
oh,
did. Okay,
listen,
that's all I'm
okay.
saying. Hold on, real quick.
I also feel different. See, this is why when people like, oh, people doing stuff underage and stuff like that, I always feel like I can't comment too tough. I can't, put up too much of a stank because, I would be a hypocrite. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh no, da 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 da. I'm like, no, I know exactly how it can happen. I know exactly how because
She said, "I know exactly how I can."
I know exactly how it can happen
Y'all, look, I'm finna
because
have to get up out of here
I
because
had
I gotta
people
go
in
do some
jail.
I gotta do some illegal shit. Okay, y'all, we've gone to Discord. Okay, if you are not following the Discord, please make sure you do. I think two of y'all just came and joined the Discord. Appreciate y'all for that. Also, make sure you join the Patreon so you can get that good tea. Okay, I also have a couple of pre-recorded episodes of when we talked about, when we started the sex podcast a couple of months ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload some of those on there. So just be aware, if you join the Patreon, if you are uncomfortable of talking about sex and blowjobs and vagina and penis and all that, you might not want to join. But if you love talking
Damn,
about
you
sex
do.
like I do, meet me on the Patreon, girl. I appreciate y'all. Y'all could have been doing anything else on a Monday night, but you came here to kick it with me and my sidekick Tracy here, my
You.
secret weapon. That is my motherfucking nigga. No, if you fuck with Tracy, you gotta fuck with me. Period. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And be looking out for me on Wednesday for the catfish review. Okay. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And once again, there's all my socials so you guys can follow me. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye.